Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's Laurie, and I'm here to do a you and them reading. Okay, now this could be a love reading for you. It can be about any relationship that you're questioning with someone else. So we'll see what the energy exchange is here. This side will be your energy. This will be the combined energy between you and your person. And then these cards will represent your person's energy. Now, if we get going along and you think that this is more your side and that's more your person, please feel free to reverse the roles, okay? That's absolutely allowed. All right. And if you come across something that does not seem to make sense or resonate with you, please don't take on somebody else's issues, okay? And it does not mean that it's going to happen in the future. Just keep in mind that this is a general reading. If you want to know about your personal relationship with somebody, please be sure to get a personal reading, which will give you specifics about your own situation. All right. And I don't care if you get the reading with me or with somebody else. Just don't take on somebody else's problems. All right, let's go ahead and see what the current or the past energy it was here in this relationship on your side in the recent past, no further than a month back into the past. What is your current energy towards this relationship? And what is your near future energy towards this relationship? No further than a month into the future, please, Spirit. All right, let's see what the combined energies are here. We've got Hierophant showed himself. All right, so there could be marriage. There could be legal matters, doing things the right way, traditions. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here as the current or the past energy exchanged between you and your person in the recent past, no further than a month back, please, Spirit. And again, this is the combined energy, yours, theirs, and then together, okay? What's the current energy between you two? And this is the heart of the matter, your whole relationship right now. And then what will be the near future energy exchanged between you and your person? No further than a month into the future, please, Spirit. Excuse me, if possible. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle these one more time. And this will be your person's energy. Let's see what it was in the recent past. No further than a month back, please, Spirit. And the current energy on your person's part towards this relationship. And their future energy towards this relationship. No further than a month into the future, please, Spirit. Excuse me. Don't know where this is coming from. All right, I always start on your side. Let's see where you were in the recent past. All right, so you have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Swords. All right, so like you were ready to heal. You were ready for a fresh start. You were a little bit disappointed in your person, in what was happening here, but you decided to trust your instincts, trust your intuition, and maybe go forward. Yeah, it's not like they could have cheated. They could have been disrespectful. I'm just getting it was a minor disappointment. Like this was not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. So I don't think they cheated. I don't think it was that serious. And if they stepped out, it's more a perception of them stepping out because maybe you were not in an actual committed relationship yet. Maybe you had just started to date and they were still seeing other people. But this is more, yeah, it feels more like that, like disappointment. Like, oh, I had hoped that once we got together, they wouldn't want to see anybody else. Let's see what their energy was in the recent past. The Star card, the Sun, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. They may have told you that they were trying to get over a relationship that they were in. They were really happy in it. They are kind of clinging to this. And this might be what was bugging you over here, is that they are hanging on to somebody from the past. But Okay, I'm also getting that somebody here may have lost somebody, like they passed away. I'm also getting somebody went to jail. So they're like trying to move past that person, but they still have a lot of feelings for that person, but they know that they're not going to stay in that relationship. They want to move on. They're trying to heal. Okay, they want to start living a better life, but they can't quite let go of those feelings, and you may be feeling that, okay? But I do feel like they told you. They expressed to you, either you asked them straight up, hey, what's going on here? Or they said to you, hey, look, this is where I'm at. I'm not sure I should proceed with this relationship. I'm not sure where to go. This is what's going on. All right, let's see what you brought to the table. The Six of Pentacles. You're like, okay, that's fair. I understand that. Your person brought they're communicators. They're willing to hear you out. They want to hear how you feel. They want to tell you how they feel. All right, so there is good communication there in the past, in the recent past. Let's go ahead and see what the combined energy was. Look at this, the Ace of Cups. Okay, a fresh start. Let's start from here. We're both on the same page. We both know what we're looking at here. And you're bringing that balance because you've got the Ace of Cups here. Okay, so you brought that to the table and said, all right, I'll weigh this up. I'll check it out. I'll give it a chance. We'll see where it goes. We can start with a clean slate. So that's what you guys did. Now, let's move into the current energy here. And you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Four of Wands. All right, so you're putting a lot of energy into working on this relationship, building a happy home, happy life. I hear you're bringing a magical touch to this, but I'm also hearing there might be a little bit too much emphasis on what you're carrying, what you're bringing to the table. I get that you're working on yourself, trying to make sure you do bring something good to the table, but don't bring more. All right, we're going to see where your person's at here, because I feel like you've got the right energy, but I'm also feeling like this pull over here of somebody putting too much weight on your shoulders. Like you're taking too much responsibility for the relationship. You're carrying too much of the burden here. Let's go ahead and see what your person's current energy is. The King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. No, I'm wrong. Okay, I am absolutely wrong. I was feeling something else. That weight is the weight of responsibility that they feel. They're focused. They've got a lot of passion and desire for this relationship. They're bringing the King of Pentacles energy to this. Okay, now, your person could be financially well off, or they could be focused on rebuilding their wealth after a loss. But they are definitely focused and passionate. All right. They do have help from the divine here to help them make healthier decisions, to keep their energy up, to do practical and down-to-earth things. So they may not be, I think you're both in the current energy of building a steady home, building stability, having a focus. This is the focus. I think your person here too may be easily distracted, and they're trying very hard to focus on stability, on bringing stability to the table. Again, I am getting a financial burden here. Some of you, your person's very well off. They're very stable. They have money. They're good. All right. Others, they're trying to recuperate, and they're trying to stay focused on how to rebuild. And you actually are like what they're focusing on, which is good, but I hope that they're not doing this for you and not for themselves, because when we do things for other people, we tend to give up on those things, okay? Especially if that person upsets us. So I hope that they're doing this because they want to feel stable and in control. Let's see what you're bringing to the table right now. The Ace of Wands. Look at that. I love these energies where you're bringing the Ace of Cups here, and then you have the Ace of Cups between the two of you. Here, they're bringing the Ace of Wands. Here, you're bringing it, okay? Five of Wands. See, they're learning. They're trying to overcome a challenge here with that Five of Wands. So that they do have something they're working on. And it could be building this home, all right? You've got a lot of passion, a lot of desire, a focus here, determination. You're feeling inspired by spirit, by your person. So this does feel more mutual. Let's see what's at the heart of this relationship right here, right now. Oh, Five of Swords. Okay. This is a difficult one because there's a hidden agenda here. And again, that's why that right there is the feeling, the energy I was feeling earlier, that they're putting too much on you. They may have a secret and you don't know it. Okay, you're out in the open here. Whoever this side is, I feel like you're determined to make a happy home, happy life. You'll pull together everything you have. You'll put in all the energy to do that. But this person over here brings a lot of challenges to this relationship. Okay. And they, even though they're welcoming honesty and communication, somebody's not being completely upfront. And this is difficult because I feel very, very strongly that they want a good, healthy relationship, but they're still clinging to something back here. It could be that they have lost their money, okay? And now they're worried that another relationship could make them destitute, could leave them absolutely bone dry, that they would not be able to recover from this. And that may be just what is coming through here with this ego card of the Five of Swords. Like, really, I can't share this with them right now because it would just devastate this person to lose it all. But that's not how you enter a relationship. All right. And you can feel the energy. You feel that Ace of Wands energy here. So you're bringing this out into the light. You're bringing up the conversation. You're trying to say, let's focus on this, not that. Let's be open. Let's be honest. Let's overcome the challenges together. All right, let's see where this goes. Where is your near future energy? The Chariot, a change. The Three of Cups, happiness and celebrations. The Three of Wands. Okay, so you're focused on the future, making it better, looking at the good, the positive, having something to celebrate. Definitely. Yeah, you're definitely in the energy of wanting to continue this relationship in the future, but something's got to change. Something has to change here. There's got to be more closeness. There's got to be more honesty, more truth, a focus, a combined focus towards the future. All right, let's see what your person's energy is. The Queen of Swords, again, open to receiving information, communicating. However, we've got the Knight of Swords and the Tower. All right, so they may come forward with some unexpected news. It's going to be challenging. It could be very challenging for you to hear it. But I think they're going to speak their truth because they need to. For your sake, they need to express themselves. They need to tell you the truth. They need to reveal something. And it's definitely what's at the heart of this reading, okay? Let's see what your future energy is that you bring to the table. The Page of Wands. Look at this. The Page of Wands over here on your person's side. Focus, determination, willing to start fresh yet again, okay? Determined. Don't have all the answers, but you're ready. You're prepared. You can see the potential here. Your person, the Ten of Cups. They want happiness. They want family. They want the connection. They want what you want. I think they may propose marriage. Some of you don't get that if you don't feel that. But I think you're on the same page with this person. And they do want the same thing that you want. And they're ready to reveal the truth. And be upfront with you. Because I think they feel like you could be, if something doesn't change, you'll leave. Okay, so I think they know this. They feel this. And they're going to address this. Let's see how this goes. There it is. There's the truth. Okay, that is the truth. The Ace of Swords. So good. Everything comes out in the open. Everything's cleared up. The word is popped. The word is popped. What does that mean, Spirit? Somebody pops the question. The truth is the truth. It dispels, like a balloon popping, it dispels any illusions, any fears. You're both on the right path now. I want to draw some more cards here. I'm going to use a different deck. Let me see what's going to come out here for you. What more can you tell us here, Spirit? Justice. Boom. I love it. Justice can also represent going through the processes the right way, handling things the right way, looking at everything carefully, examining all the evidence and all the emotions, and then deciding what's fair and what's just. All right, the scales are balanced. Justice comes in. Some of you may get married in front of a justice of the peace. Some of you, this is your Libra energy coming through here. All right, let's see what else we can learn here with the tarot cards, and then I'll move into oracle messages. Let's see what else we've got going on here. So this is a good reading. This is a patience, love, kindness, clarity, good communication skills here. And, you know, you do have to develop these things over time. You know, you want to be as honest and authentic as you can be, but any new relationship, you are going to hold back some things. You just don't want to hold them back too long, because then you're deceiving. Okay, and I think that may be what you said to your person. Look, if you can't be upfront with me and tell me what the hell's going on, I'm leaving, okay? I really do feel like that's kind of what was happening here at the beginning. Oh, look at that moon standing up straight. That popped right the heck out there. There is a clear path forward, a very emotional, happy. Even though you don't know exactly how you're going to get to where you want to get, you see a path. And you both are like, okay, I'm on board. Let's go for this. You know, we've got the blessings from those around us. We've got the blessing of the gods. Let's see what else comes out here, and then I'll move into the oracle. Look at this, the Four of Wands, which you've got here. Happy home, happy life. You persevered, you held out. And you've got the Nine of Wands and the King of Cups. Emotional stability, emotional maturity. You achieved the happy home, happy life that you are seeking. Beautiful. This is a goal achieved. All right, let's go into the romance angels and see what they have in store for you. I can put my cards away. Let's see what the romance angels say about this relationship. What do you need to know or hear from the romance angels? Finances and career. See, these things can be what is affecting your relationship right now. Especially on your person's part. They may not have the job. They may not have the money. They may have more bills to pay than they have money coming in. Again, they will open up, but only after you, like, say, I know I can feel something here, and if we're going to have an honest, open relationship, we need to be able to talk to each other. We need to tell each other, you know, exactly what's happening here. Let's sit down and talk about it, because I don't want to get in a situation that I can't get myself out because I fall so deeply in love and then I'm hurting. All right. That's not fair to either person. So have that open communication. All right. What else have we got here? Free yourself. And that's on your side. It's time to take back control of your life. You are the magician. You're the one that knows how to focus on what you need, what you desire. Your person, they need to address this and share openly with you what's happening. All right, let's see what else we've got. You do deserve love. Absolutely. Both of you deserve love. You are lovable. Anything else here, Spirit? Separation. Yeah, that's your person's energy right there. I feel like they're attached to somebody. All right. And it is difficult for them. It could be a divorce in process, a separation. One person's in prison, jail. They've walked away from the relationship. They're healing from this. They're not getting back together with this person. They have no intentions of getting back together with this person. Make the effort, because great love is worth taking the steps that you are being guided to take. Now you're being guided right now to communicate. Ask those tough questions. Get those answers that you really need before you get too deep into this relationship. Heart-to-heart conversations is what we're talking about right now. Honestly discuss your feelings and your situations with each other. All right? Not with other people, with each other, because you two are the people that are connecting. And that bond is deep and it's long lasting. All right? There could be children that come from this or affecting this situation, this relationship. Child support. Okay? Maybe they're clinging to that person, even though it's not the person, it's the kids. Okay? So maybe you just don't know what the whole thing is. If you're feeling it, talk about it. If you're questioning the relationship, get the information that you need. Let's take a look at the Gilded Reverie, the Lenormand Gilded Reverie. See what comes out here for you. Well, it came out in the reverse, which is good, because this suggests that there's little things slipping away that's not being acknowledged, but it's in the reverse. Okay, so there's no defensiveness. There's no hiding of the feelings. Things come out into the open. The truth is revealed. Seven of Wands energy. That is the change that's needed. Card 23, which is a 5. It's a subtle change, but it's a big one. It's subtle, but it affects and has a long-lasting effect. Card 26. It's history. All right, whatever was going on, it's history. It's written in the books, and the book is closed, locked, keys thrown away. So the past is the past, letting it go. 8, okay, that's the 10 of Pentacles. So this is so that you can create something long-lasting. History, okay, so history of the past is let go. The memories are there. The book can be unlocked and reopened to visit every once in a while. But now you're starting a new story here. All right. Let's see what else we've got with the Gilded Reverie. There you go. Chatter, gossip, 7 of Pentacles. Conversations. Talk to each other. Talk to each other. Gather. Gather around the kitchen table. Sit down. Have a real heart-to-heart conversation. Interesting. See, there was something hidden here that's dangerous if you don't draw it out into the open. This is why you have to talk. This is why you have to communicate and ask those hard questions. You can't just roll the dice and take a chance. You do have to get the answers. All right. So as long as you're aware that there are red flags, things to concern yourself with, and then you honestly address those things, you'll know whether you should stay in the relationship or not. And it looks like you do confront the situation head on. You talk to each other and you move forward. Beautiful. See what the Kipper deck has for you. Courtship. Yeah, see, I think you both want the same thing. You want this relationship to progress, to grow, to become something. You're not in it just for the fun of it. Neither one of you. Okay, you're both in it for the right reasons. All right. Again, at the very beginning, it may feel like they were hiding, holding back. But it has to do with money. It has to do with whether or not they have a job, you know, whether they felt worthy. Let's see what else we have here. Whoops, threw it on the floor. Okay, we've got a mature man and another 5. So the changes are coming from your whoever, okay, but there's a mature masculine here. I'm hearing somebody growing up, getting wise, seeing the truth, having been there, gone through not talking, not communicating, and where that leads to a divorce. We don't want that, okay? So you're using wise judgment here, I'm hearing. Excuse me. You've got justice, you've got the 6 of Pentacles, and they're all in line, and the adjudication card here. So fair, just, harmonious decisions that are good for both parties. All right. Oh, look, and somebody's in prison. Somebody's in jail. Somebody is locked up. Okay? There is no doubt about that. All right, we are going to get a Whispers of Love Oracle message. I will get you some Angel Answer Oracle answers. Angel Answer Oracle cards and get you some answers. Haven't done a you and them. And like I said, this feels very romantic, like you two are aiming towards marriage, but this could also just be any type of relationship where you're trying to create a healthy partnership here. And the only way to do that is through honest communication. And if you're feeling disappointed, if you're feeling challenged, or you feel like your person's not being honest with you, confront them in a healthy way and say, look, if we're going to create a partnership here, we have to be upfront and honest with each other. All right, let's see what we've got here. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept it, okay? And that may mean that your person may tell you something you don't want to hear. If they tell you, hey, I'm still in love with someone else, what do? You don't stay in the relationship. You give them time to heal. You move on, okay? Yeah, so this is definitely... I'm hearing a choice here. And again, if you ask for the help, if you ask them for the information, if you ask for divine guidance, you will receive those things. But if you don't ask, you can't. You can't receive it. You can't get any of those things because nobody knows that that's what you need. Your person doesn't know that you want these answers. If you're not asking them, they're just going to assume, oh, okay, they're okay with the way things are. Nobody's going to volunteer up stuff that, you know, is not easy to deal with. Let's put it that way. All right. I mean, yeah, Do you want to confront a hard truth if you don't have to? Probably not. 3 threes. Support. Look at that. Ask for help. Growth, creativity, joy, community, visions, and talents. Seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time for you to focus inward, work on yourself, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist, whatever that means, your inner creativity. Doing this will boost your self-esteem and your sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose, and it will contribute to this relationship. It will absolutely contribute to this relationship. Let's put this up here for now. Let's get you your angel answer oracle messages here. So if you'd like to ask 3 questions, you may do so. Oh, I'll get a minimum of 3 cards here. There may be more given. So answer number 1 from the angels, from your higher power, is big happy changes. Look at this, right next to the Chariot over here. So there are big happy changes coming your way. And that's because you're creating those changes, the little ones, the ones where you just start a little bit at a time. Hey, I'm feeling awkward. What's going on? Can you talk to me? Can we communicate? Are we going to be able to communicate? In the near future for answer number 2. So soon, okay? Soon is relevant. Soon might be today for some of you. In the near future might mean today, tomorrow, a month from now, a year from now. It depends on what your situation is, okay? How you look at the situation. What's happening here for you? And the third answer here, abundance. So there will be abundance. Hang in there, okay? Because it will come. Yeah, I'm going to leave that right there. I'm hearing Sundance. Sundance. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. But Sundance Theaters? Or productions, theater, something there. Maybe that's resonating with you. I'm hearing Inera. That's a name I have not heard in a very long time. Inera. All right. Let's see what the letter dice brings forth for you. And I think we may get you some blessing cards here too. These tea leaf blessings. Let's see what we've got. It's a wild, so there's a little unknown going on here. I'm hearing Jill, Jabon, Jason, Bianca, Black, Hickey, Hardin, Ohio, Noah, Bonnie, John, Gorgon, Giovanni, like the Greek yogurt, Giovanni, Donna, Dominic, Dominica, Adam, Becca, but there's something else coming through here. All right, Basie, Blackwood, Bacall, Bagman, Bragman, maybe? All right, Jack, Geo, Gigi, Greco, Jackson, Jerry, Jay, Rajan, Wojo, Waco, Rhode Island, Raphael, Rybald, Cowan. That was heavy. That was really heavy. Something there was really, really heavy. Aria, Kaya, Con, Paco, Grace, Babe, BB, Bobby, Harlan, India, Ohio is coming through, like Ohio. Maybe it's your team. OHIO. I remember this as a team call. BJ, Sierra, Clive, Beverly, Verna, Vernon, like Vernon Downs, New Jersey, Dixon, Glaxony, Boxwood, Utah, Tully, I'm hearing like I'm seeing tilapia. I don't think that's what I'm seeing, the fish. Okay, so maybe it's tilapia. Maybe that's somebody's name. I don't know. Topanga is what I was hearing, and that's why I was laughing. I'm like, Topanga is a girl. She's not a fish. But there might be something about fishing for Topanga or in Topanga. Is Topanga a place? Now I'm hearing Tobago. Now I know that's an island. I've been there. All right, Browning, Anna, Orion, Audrey, Ava, Renee, Ronnie, and I'm getting that as a girl's name too. Ronnie, Roberta, Roberto, Thomas, Bethany, Iwo Jima, yes, Iwo Jima, Iwogima, Iwo Jima, Bev, Axel, Exalted, Nixon, Knoxville, Julie, Jules, Bowen, Rowena, and Rhode Island, Rhonda, Rex, Waverly. That's a name that hasn't come out in a long time. All right, that's what I've got for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this message. I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Oh, we got to get blessings. Let's get some blessings here for you. What are the blessings coming in on this relationship? Be it romantic, friendship, partnership, whatever it may be. What blessings are coming to you and your person? You've got the wishbone. A wish will be granted. And then you've got victory. Okay, so you win. Victory. Things are going to be good. All right. One more. Whoops. Bumping the camera here. Sorry about that. And crown. Honor and respect. Beautiful energy there. All right, my friends. I love you. Bye-bye.